According to the NGC Price Guide, as of September 2023, a Liberty coin from 1800 in circulated condition is worth between $1,085 and $16,000. However, on the open market 1800 silver dollars in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $310,000. The year 1800 was an inflection point in the history of the United States Mint and the dollar denomination. After mintages of 327,536 and 423,515 in 1798 and 1799, the number of dollars decreased in 1800 to fewer than 221,000. The annual mintage would not top 100,000 pieces again for more than 40 years. The mint institution endured similar ups and downs. After 5 years of gold and silver coin production, and nearly a decade of operation, the Philadelphia Mint was threatened by the impending removal of the national capital to its new location on the banks of the Potomac. Elias Boudinot warned President John Adams, "The doubtful consequences of a removal must strike every person acquainted with the business of the mint, as it is in a great measure supported by the bullion passing through the different banks of this city." Boudinot understood that transplanting the mint from the biggest commercial center in the nation to a new city far from the corridors of economic power would have devastating consequences. Further, the mint's products were disappearing from circulation faster than they could be replaced, as the gyrations of the international market for gold and silver created premiums that made the export and melting of United States coins more and more profitable for corporate entrepreneurs. Boudinot successfully lobbied Congress for a reprieve from the impending move, receiving a 2-year stay of execution on March 3, 1801. Further 5-year renewals passed Congress in 1803, 1808, 1813, 1818, and 1823, but it wasn't until the Act of May 19, 1828 that the mint was allowed to continue at Philadelphia until otherwise provided by law. Over the time, Congress made several serious inquiries into shutting down the mint permanently, most seriously in 1802. Last sold in 1989, this specimen ranks as one of the finest preserved $1800 of any variety. It was chosen to illustrate the BB 193 die variety in the 1993 Bowers Encyclopedia. The only example ranked higher than this coin on the Bowers census of this die marriage is the 1977 Fairfield Sale coin, now the sole best certified of the date at PCGS-MS 65+. Publications: Bowers, Q. David. Silver Dollars and Trade Dollars of the United States, A Complete Encyclopedia, 1993, p. 383. Plated on p. 382. Bowers, Q. David. The Encyclopedia of United States Silver $1,794-1804, 2013, p. 251. Provenance: Bowers and Marina's 4 Landmark Collection Sale, March 1989, Lot 1976, David Akers, by sale, June 1989. Est. $80,000 $100,000. 1800 draped bust dollars are scarcer than their counterparts from 1798 and 1799 but still see active trading. The 1800 draped bust dollar was designed by Robert Scott and remains a popular collectible well more than 2 centuries since it was produced. Most individuals who seek an example or two of the draped bust dollar are mainly looking to add these coins to their collections as type pieces. There are also collectors who enjoy assembling date sets, and they will look for one example of each date in the draped bust dollar series. There is a third major type of draped bust collector, those who desire one of every major die variety. While the United States Mint has not released any mintage figures for each individual variety, there is an official record of 220,920 pieces struck across all 1800 draped bust dollar varieties. At the present time, problem-free examples of any $1800 listed above sell for about $1,050 to $1,250 in a grade of good 4. Uncirculated pieces sell for around $25,000 and up. Collectors should take the mintage figure above only as a guide in understanding how many were issued. It is in no way an estimate on how many 1800 draped bust dollars survive today, which is certainly lower than the original mintage figure. By some estimates, only about 4,500 still survive among all grades combined. The 1800 draped bust large cent is an especially valuable and historical piece of U.S. coinage. Though these coins were produced more than 200 years ago, the fact of the matter is that they are still able to be purchased. With that being said, the number of large cents from 1800 remaining is dwindling, so there has never been a better time than now to get your hands on one. On the coin's obverse, the central aspect of the face features the rightward-facing profile of Lady Liberty. Above Lady Liberty's image is an inscription which reads, "Liberty," while the 1800 year of minting is indicated towards the bottom of the coin. On the outer edges of both the reverse and obverse sides, there are 100 individual, raised dots. The reverse of the 1800 draped bust large cent features a 1 cent face value inscription in the center. Partially surrounding the face value inscription is a wreath that is tied together by a bow. Surrounding all of this is a raised inscription which reads, "United States of America." Finally, towards the bottom of the coin there is a raised inscription which reads, 1/100th, marking the large cent's value relative to a whole dollar. Grading the 1800 draped bust large cent. If we are talking about collectors, not just any 1800 large cent will do. Instead, collectors will only settle for those coins that have been graded and certified as being authentic. Being that there are so many counterfeits nowadays, collectors are wary about coins that have not been certified. Below is an outline of the different coin grades as well as what those grades mean for the appearance of the 1800 draped bust large cent. Uncirculated. Uncirculated large cents are those that have never been set out into the open market. Instead, these coins have been kept in safekeeping throughout the whole of their existence. There are very few uncirculated 1800 large cents around anymore, but those that do exist are of incredible value. Extremely fine. Extremely fine is the grade given to 1800 draped bust large cents that were probably never circulated, but do feature some signs of damage. Though this damage is usually as small as a single chip or a few scratches, it is still noticed during the grading process. Fine. Draped bust large cents that have been determined to be of fine grade are those that were circulated, but have managed to avoid a lot of damage. You will notice some consistent, light scratching thanks to years of circulation, but apart from that the piece will be in pretty well preserved condition. Good. Good is the grade a large cent would receive if it is one that has been extremely heavily circulated. As a result of this heavy circulation, these coins will play host to a good bit of damage. In fact, some of the raised surface features of the coin might have been worn away completely over the years. Pricing the 1800 draped bust large cent. In order to determine a price for the 1800 draped bust large cent, you really don't have to look much further than its condition. Being that most people expect these coins to be in rough shape, the value of them dramatically increases if it has been well preserved. Below is a chart aimed at giving you a better idea as to what the value of an 1800 large cent might be given its grade. Bust dollar values for this colonial series start in the hundreds of dollars. A majestic coin in size and design, follow a step by.